Hello YouTubers. I decided that the Rover SD1's not giving me anywhere near enough pain and and suffering. So I've decided about 2 weeks from now to drive it on a bit of a mission. I'm going to try and take it to Verbier. I don't know if you remember, that's where the Top Gear crew did one of their races. I think it's the one where Jeremy was in a Ferrari and the others were in, or using public transport. They had to use trains, and I think they had to use a plane as well. So I'm going to try the same thing, except obviously I'm not in a Ferrari, I'm in a 30-year-old Rover made by people that really didn't care too much about it at the time. So I'm just going to give you a quick walk around of some of the little things I'm going to have to deal with before the trip. Obviously you probably will have spotted the battery light. That's because of a nice knackered alternator. You can probably hear the bearings from here. Yeah, so that's in a bit of a state. There's also a little coolant leak going on just about there, and some other crappy hoses and stuff I want sorting out down there. So the idea is to try and get the car so it's fit enough to make the what is it, 700 or 800 mile trip to Verbier and back, of course, would be nice. And I think I will keep you all posted. But I mean, it's running alright, apart from the alternator obviously. Now I know what you'll all be saying. Wait a minute, that's not the dashboard of a Rover SD1. No, it's the dashboard and interior of a Honda Accord. And the reason you're looking at the dashboard of a Honda Accord is because I had 2 solid weeks of everyone, and I mean everyone, telling me I was insane to even think about driving a Rover SD1 into Europe. So I had to think about it, and I thought, well, yeah, okay, I've got air conditioning, I've got a CD changer, and cruise control, shit like that, which makes a very long journey a lot nicer. But will it make it boring? I don't know. I mean, this will probably do about 140, something like that. So it could be interesting on an empty road. I mean, a closed circuit for off-road, perfectly legal use. And also, on the plus side, hitting VTEC, shooting up through the Swiss mountains. It could be good. It could be good. So bear with me, and it might still be a good video. All right, it might not have much of a big thumping V8 in it, but still you can hear a bit of VTEC roar through the Swiss Alps. I mean, what could be better than that, eh? I know, some V8 rumble, but bear with me, it might still be a good video. Progress on the trip, I've gotten as far as Surrey, so I'm basically a stone's throw from picking up the Wingman, but the impossible has happened. You're not going to believe this, but basically the unbreakable Japanese car, the Honda, has developed a problem. There's a serious smell of burning and a lot of whining from the engine bay, and I think it could be power steering pump, because there's no alternator light or anything like that going on. Now luckily I do keep a diagnostic tool with me, so I'm just going to see what's going on. But yeah, going great so far, eh? Nothing quite like a Euro trip to give you some nice little problems to deal with. Alright, let's see what we got here then. Okay, so what's going on? Oh, no, I was wrong. It's alternator. Don't know why there's not a battery light, but that should be about 14.4 volts, unless anyone wants to correct me. But that's, yeah, 11.56. That's hopeless. It's going well. Glad I brought the reliable Japanese car and not that awful, unreliable 29-year-old Rover. I mean, that would have been stupid, wouldn't it? Here's plan B. the reliable Japanese, I don't think you'll be able to see anything really, but basically plan B is to leave the impeccably reliable Japanese car at home and instead take a 29-year-old car made by British Leyland. As you can probably guess, I'm pretty annoyed and knackered already. I've checked the engine oil and the coolant, that's all good. I brought a spare distributor and a spare fuel pump, which I've borrowed from a mate of mine who's also into SD1s. And as many tools as I can carry: a jump starter pack, gearbox oil, engine oil, brake fluid, clutch fluid, power steering fluid, blood, pus, everything I can think of to keep this thing going. But obviously it's a bit of a rush job now. I had no intention of taking this to Switzerland because I decided it was just going to be too much hassle. But here we are. Time to get the Rover going and make our way over to Surrey again to pick up the wingman. So let's hope it's in a good mood. It's about half 10 now, so I've got to get back to London. But of course the other issue is that there won't be any time for sleep now, so I'm gonna have to pick up the wingman and shoot straight down to Folkestone and get the Eurotunnel into France, and then from there on it's just Switzerland in one hit. So hopefully the old V8 is up to it. Here we go. That's a good start. Yeah, there we go. It's in a good mood. Okay, so oil pressure's coming up nice there. I would love to stay and chat, but I think I better get going because it's going to be a very, very long 24 hours. So I will get back to you when there is more progress.